inside the folder post, I'm going to create a new file, LikesList.js. And again, it is going to be a React component. We are going to need use state, and we are going to need some components from semantic UI React. We are going to need list, popup, and image. Also, we are going to import Axios from Axios and our base URL. Also, we are going to need our catch errors. Also, we are going to need our JS cookie package to get the token, and link from next/link. Also, we are going to import a placeholder. It is inside layout and our placeholder group. It is likes placeholder. So this placeholder is just a loader which we are going to show while the likes are being fetched. So this lines right here. And inside this, we are going to receive the post ID. So we need the post ID to get the likes, and we are going to receive the trigger. It is also going to be inside the prop. And here we're going to have some states, likes list and set likes list. By default, it is going to be an empty array. And also we're going to have a loading state and set loading. By default, it is going to be false. And here I'm going to create a function, get likes list. It is going to be an async function. And inside try catch, if there is any error, I'm just going to alert the user, call the catch errors and pass in the error. And here we are going to make a get request, await axios.get inside template strings, base URL /API/posts and like and the post ID. So here on the API, we have this route right here, get all likes of a post. So after this request, we are going to set the likes list to res.data. And on the start of this function, we are going to set the loading to true. And at the end, make sure to set the loading back to false. And I'm going to minimize this. So inside the return statement, let's add a parenthesis. And here we are going to have a pop-up. And the pop-up is going to open on click. On close, we are going to set the likes list back to empty array. And on open, so when the pop-up opens, we are going to call this function, get likes list. And the pop-up dependencies. So this prop is just a requirement for the pop-up component, and you can check out the documentation for that. You do not need to understand it, it's just a requirement. It needs an array. And inside here, we're going to pass an array, likes list. And after this pop-up dependencies, we are going to have a trigger, and here it is going to be trigger, which we are going to pass via props. And it is going to be wide. And inside this pop-up, we are going to check for the loading. If it is loading, we are going to show the placeholder. So likes placeholder, the component. Otherwise, I'm going to add a parenthesis here, and let's add fragments. Here we are going to check if likes list dot length is greater than 0, and we are going to have a div here. Let's save it first. And this div is going to have a style. Overflow is going to be auto. Max height is going to be 15 rem. And the height is going to be 15 rem. And the minimum width is going to be 210 pixels. So inside this div, we are going to map over the array. We are going to have a list. And this list is going to have a selection prop. Size is going to be large. And inside this list, we are going to map over the array. So LikesList.map. And here list.item. key is going to be like dot underscore id. So each like is going to have its own id provided by the MongoDB. And there is going to be an image. It is going to have an avatar prop. So this image is going to be the profile picture of the user who has liked this post. So the source is going to be like.user.profilepic URL. So here the source is like.user.profilepic URL, because again we are populating the likes.user. So we're going to receive all the information in the user object. So after this image, we are going to have a list.content. And here we are going to have a link component, and the href is going to be inside template strings slash and like.user.username. So again, if I showed you a deploy version, so when I click on the likes and if I click on the like here, it will redirect us to the profile page of the user. And inside this, we are going to have a list.header. It is going to have an has prop of a anchor tag, and the content is going to be like.user.name. And also inside this function getLikesList, make sure to add the headers. I forgot about that. So inside the second argument, headers and authorization, it is going to be cookie.get token. So make sure to add that because the route is protected route. And now let's import this component inside our card post. Import LikesList from LikesList. And here where we are calculating the likes length, I'm going to cut it out. And here we are going to have the likes list. And we are going to pass in the post ID, post._id. And we are going to have a trigger. So here I'm going to paste it here. So this length will act as a trigger. So now let's check if it works. If I click on this here, and you can see you get the information about who has liked this post. And I'm going to sign out from this profile and create a new account here. It has been long due. I'm going to upload a profile picture with this one. So the name here is going to be John Doe. Email jdoe@gmail.com. Let's add the email to John Doe so that it is pretty clear. Password again 123456. For the username, John Doe. For bio, hi, I am John Doe. And let's sign up. And you can see the posts are shown from the Jane Doe user, and no delete icon is shown, and no delete icon is shown for the comments because this is not the user who has created these. And if I like this post here, the post is liked, and if I click, you can see the information of who has liked this post, John Doe and Jane Doe, and the profile image is also shown. And if I make a comment here, this is John Doe, and now you can see the delete icon is shown with the comment. So now in the next video, we're going to start working on this modal right here, so that when I click on an image or click on this view more, the comments are shown like this. So I will see you in the next video.